Going to look at one more avatar today, that is Varaha Avatar, the boar. So this is going to be a very interesting, highly powerful, engaging vlog equipped with the great bow, referring to the bow that Vishnu has, and it has a lot of meanings to it. We will go through that when we come to different aspects of Vishnu in the earth submerged in pralaya water. Never gets obstructed because he will always find another form to recreate himself or replant himself in any time or space. He is the supreme power and impressiveness seen in the persons endowed with such quality. The earth is now in the hands of Hiranyakshan, and he is taking it to Rasatala Loga and putting it under Pralaya waters. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Jai Shri Ram. Welcome back to the Glaze Studios oil painting vlog number 20 of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamavali. This is a painting that is following the principle of microgram or calligraphy to paint 1,000 names of Sri Vishnu. While the painting is coming along, the research work on the names is also happening, and that is what is being shared in this weekly vlogs with you in the form of 10 names at a time and the meanings of the names, and along with it we take some tangential positions trying to understand the context with the help of Shrimad Bhagavad Gita or Shrimad Bhagavatam or also any other storylines from the Sanatana Dharma. This week we are going to cover the names 181 through 190, and then we are also going to look at one more avatar today, that is Varaha Avatar, the boar. So this is going to be a very interesting, highly powerful, engaging vlog. Let's get on with it right away, starting with the 181st name is Maheshwasaya Namaha, one equipped with the great bow. The Maha or the greatness was discussed in one of our previous vlogs. Please do check it out. The great bow, referring to the bow that Vishnu has, and it has a lot of meanings to it. We will go through that when we come to different aspects of Vishnu in the names. 182nd name is Om Mahi Bhartre Namaha. This is the name that refers to the one who held up the earth submerged in pralaya waters. This is referring exactly to the avatar that we are going to look at in a short while from now. So we will move on to the next name. 183rd name is Om Srinivasaya Namaha. Shri refers to anything abundant, anything great, anything of beauty, and she is Sri or Sri Devi, Sri Lakshmi, the goddess herself, one who in whose chest the goddess Sri, eternal in nature, dwells. So his abode, Sri Nivasa refers to abode. Yeah, where do you reside? Yeah? It's a place, location, can we say. So his chest, that is the Lord's chest, is where the abode of Lakshmi is, abode of the good fortune is, abode of all the Sri is, the Sri Devi is, goddess is, and that's what is the meaning of Srinivasaya Namaha. 184th name is Om Satangataye Namaha, one who bestows the highest destiny attainable to all holy men, is what is meant by this. So this is referring to we have touched upon this topic of the yogic paths and the siddhis that you can attain in one of the vlogs. I think it was vlog number 18. Please do check that out. And when we follow all these methods, we are able to reach the siddhis, reach or achieve certain powers, elements, and that is what is bestowed by him in this name. The 185th name is Om Aniruddhaya Namaha, one who has never been obstructed by anyone or anything from manifesting in various forms. This is a beautiful name. So he never gets obstructed because he will always find another form to recreate himself or replant himself in any time or space. This beyond time and beyond space, he is able to put himself in any form. That is also a very, very basic form of us be mentioning that see God in everything that you see. Yeah. So he manifests in many forms or various forms. 186th name is Om Suranandaya Namaha. One who bestows joy on all divinities. That's the result, isn't it? The joy, the eternal joy, and he is bestowing it as a credit when we have reached a certain step, can we say. 187th name is Om Govindaya Namaha. Gau refers to words. Gau. Govindaya. That's also a reason why sages call him Govinda. So it is also in a way mentioning that he is the word, he is the element, or he is the sound that is coming out of the words. It could also be that, or it is also referring to the scriptures. Words could also mean the scriptures as well. So that's also a reason why, that is one of the many reasons why he is called Govinda. 188th name is Govidam Pataye Namaha. Again, Gau refers to words. One who knows them is Govid. He who is the master of the words is indicated by this name Govidam Pataye Namaha. So he is also the master. He is the word, but he is also the master of the word. And that is the meaning coming out of this name, Govidam Pataye Namaha. 189th name is Om Marichaye Namaha. The supreme power and impressiveness seen in persons endowed with such qualities. So he is the supreme power and impressiveness seen in the persons endowed with such qualities. I think when we also look at some people and feel elated because of the positivity that they spread, or maybe they are doing some good to all of us, and we see that we always also use the term to refer to the person as a human, as a god, or a god embodied, a great leader. All these terms get attached to somebody that is very nice in the manner that he or she is helpful. Yeah. And you see that aura, the positive aura in us, and that is the manifestation of him that we could see in our using our eyes. 190th name is Om Damanaya Namaha. Damam refers to many things, and here in this context, Damanaya Namaha in this context refers to one who in the form of Yama inflicts punishments on those who tread the path of unrighteousness. So he is also the one that is following this principle and making sure we follow the principle. The moment we are slightly gliding out of the path, he is the one that is trying to put us in the right place. Yama is in here refers to that persona that is inflicting punishments. Yama is also, when we connect the dots to I think it is the 18th vlog, there are Yama and Niyama. We talked about that was abstinence and rules and regulations, or we can say the don'ts, isn't it? So the don'ts, Yama can refer to the don'ts, or Yama here in this context can refer to this persona that is inflicting punishment when something that is not to be done is done. So with that, let's move on to the story for today. That is the Varaha Avatar. It's a beautiful story. It is coming from Shrimad Bhagavadam. For those who are tuning in for the first time, Shrimad Bhagavatam is the set of stories, we can say, that covers all the avatars that Vishnu took and why he did, when he did, what was the meaning, reason behind it. Lot of metaphors that we could pick up from, and this happens really after the time of the Mahabharata, the war, and everything is finished. Yes, and that's where we are going to take the story from. But before we go on to that, I would definitely request you to check out our vlogs number 4 for Narasimha Avatar, vlog number 9 for Hayagrivar, and also vlog number 17 for the Vamana Avatar, because you will see powers in different avatars placed in a different dimension altogether. I'm going to give you this storyline and then we will see how this Varaha Avatar was made by the Lord Vishnu. So this is the story that is connecting us to the storyline of Narasimha Avatar, where we looked at a demon king Hiranyakashipu that was killed by Narasimha, the half man, half lion form. Why? To save his devotee Prahlada. Hiranyakashipu has a brother, and his brother his name is Hiranyakshan, and he is, I think, to connect the dots here in this 182nd name, the earth is submerged in pralaya waters is the subtle meaning that is referred to here, but I'm going to explain what it is through the story right away. So the earth is now in the hands of Hiranyakshan, and he is taking it to Rasatala Loga and putting it under pralaya waters. That is what water in this context can refer to the whole cosmos. And what is this Rasatala Logam? Let's look at that. From the perspective of the cosmos, we can divide it into Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala and Patala Logam. Yeah? The cosmos is divided in such according to the scriptures. But if we have to connect it to the modern science, we will say it as the universe has a structure on all scales. Yeah, and it can be individual galaxies, it can be a cluster of galaxies or even superclusters, and it is endless. So that's how we can understand the cosmos, and that is defined in these locums. And the way I am also trying to put my hand here, the Rasatala locum is really completely underneath, Patalam being the last. So this is the second to the last, and that's where the earth is submerged, and he has taken it. And this is the time. So I'm going to connect the dots again to another story, the story of this Garbhodakshayi Vishnu. Remember, the stem that you see from coming out of Vishnu's tummy is where the entire Big Bang or everything is getting created, and at the end of the stem there is a lotus flower where who's that person seated? That is Lord Brahma. Who is he? The person responsible to take over the creation process and maintenance and everything. So the process is handed over to Brahma Deva by Lord Vishnu with the help of some standard operating procedures, and that is the Vedas. It was all done. But even in that process, he made a mistake. The first mistake, what did he do? It is again connected to the vlog number 9. We talked about the Hayagriva, the horse-faced avatar that came out of Vishnu. Why he had to do? Because the SOPs were missing. Yeah. So the procedures were missing, and Brahma did not know how to create. And somebody had to do the saving job, and it was Vishnu again taking the horse face, Hayagriva's face, to make sure that Brahmaji gets back all the Vedas, all the procedures, so he can start creating. So this is Hiranyakshan is snatching the earth away and putting it in some place. Why? Where is it happening? Let's look at the context. So at this stage, Brahmaji knows how to create. He started to create. He starts creating. We also discussed this in another vlog, that he starts creating the Devas, Asuras, the celestial bodies, and all this creation is happening. The next step by step, he is creating. He also created the earth. The earth is empty now. It's an empty ball. Okay, just imagine. And then in this empty ball, he has to put certain elements into it. And one of the elements will be, oh, you and me. So when we have to enter, it means that he has to create human elements. So the Brahma is now creating 2 humans, not one. Mostly in most of the other religions, it's also mentioned like a man is created and then the woman comes out from his ribs. Or in this case, it does not happen that way. So Brahma creates the first human form. His name is Swayambhuva Manu. And because we are all descendants, we are also called Manushya or Manava, meaning humans. Swayambhuva Manu and Shvata Rupa. Shata Rupa. So he creates a man and woman, and then he looks around, the earth is missing. Oh my God. Oh, first time doing a process, it can be a challenge. Yeah, we all talk about it. We know that. When we do a small little task, the first time we go wrong 20 times or even 100 times or even more. So first mistake he made, he lost all the scriptures. That was retrieved, done. The next mistake right now is that he's not a mistake, but he didn't notice that Hiranyakshan took the earth away and hid it somewhere. So this is the situation. If we have to connect the dots to reality, there are ages. Yeah. For example, we look at how can the world go missing? Yeah, the globe go missing. It might not have gone missing, but there are ages. For example, the ice age, the northern hemisphere itself, the climate plummeted in a way into a deep freeze that allowed massive sheets to form. So if we connect the dots to the Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala, Lokam, it could be that so many sheets have been formed and it's getting hidden, and somebody has to pull it out. And if somebody has to pull this out of all these sheets, that somebody has to be extremely strong. Do you agree? So we have to figure out a new avatar. Not us. It's just the job of Vishnu. He's going to figure out a new avatar, and let's see what he does. So we are in Shrimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 13, verse 18 is where he is coming in a new form. Let's read it on. Iti abidyayataha nasa vivarat sahasa anagha Varaha Avatar niragat angushta parimana. This means iti, thus, abidyayataha, while thinking. Who is now thinking? Oh, Brahma is thinking, because he created Swayambhuva, a man, and Shatarupa, a woman. He is now thinking where to place them, because the earth is missing. He is thinking, while he is thinking, Nasha Vivarat, from the nostrils, Sahasaha, all of a sudden, Angaha Varahalokaha, O sinless one, a minute form of a boar, Varaha, from the nostrils of Brahma Deva, come out. Yeah. And what is the size? Angushta Parimanakaha refers to measuring the upper portion of the thumb. So he is just giving the description. The Srimad Bhagavatam is giving the description of how Varaha's size looked. We are talking about the ice age kind of an event where the earth or most of the part is gone missing. We need a strong personality. He now creates this boar that is the size of the upper portion of my thumb. How is that going to happen? But remember, if we connect the dots to one of the vlogs, we also talked about a Vamana avatar. Vamana means a dwarf. He came as a dwarf. He took a huge form. So this boar grows. Within a minute it starts grows. Within the next second it starts growing even further and further and further into a wild boar, and goes deep, finishing Hiranyakshan, pulling out from his hand the earth and saving the earth through the tusk of the boar. So this is the beautiful storyline that comes out when the Vishnu when God takes the Varaha Avatar. I hope you found this story interesting. Please do share your thoughts around this, and also share your comments, through which definitely we can understand more of it. With your questions, I get to learn more from all these experiences and enjoy the most out of it. Until we meet next time, stay blessed, stay happy, stay motivated. Thank you. Bye-bye.